The first one is called as cables. Cables are commonly used medium for transmitting data over a network. If I want to transmit some data, we generally use cables. The most commonly used cables are coaxial cables, twisted pair cables, optical fibers. In today's, coaxial cable is used very less. The next component is network interface card, also called as NIC. The NIC or the network interface card is a hardware device that acts as an interface between your computer and a network. This device actually converts your data into electrical or optical signals. At the receiving side, it just converts your signal into data and transmit to the computers. In olden days, the desktop computers actually contain NIC as a expansion card. This diagram, okay, it looks like it is a expansion card. We are just attaching this expansion card directly on your motherboard, and here we are connecting a RJ connector port, which is a backside of the your backside panel of the computers. And today's computers as well as laptops, these network interface card is on a chip or a IC, which is directly embedded on a motherboard. The next component is actually repeater. Hardware device is a repeater. In last class I told about attenuation impairment. In attenuation impairment means whenever you send some signals over a medium, its energy is continuously decreasing. For that one we are using amplifiers. Here this repeater is also an amplifier. It will just take a signal from the input and generates a new copy of that one. Instead of amplifying, it will completely create a new copy of that input signal, which is amplified signal, and send it to the destination. So repeaters generally contains two ports. One is for input and one is for output. The next device is actually called as hubs. These are also a repeaters, but which contain multiple ports. These are actually connecting multiple segments of same network and transfer data from one segment to another. If you want to create a LAN, we are generally using hub, where we can connect, where this hub provides multiple ports, 5 to 10 ports. We just connect computers, printers, scanners, routers, other devices to directly this port. Okay, this hubs has some disadvantage also. It is having no intelligence, so whatever the data it will send, it don't know in which computer it has to send, okay, from which port it has to send, it don't know. So what actually it will do, hubs, it will just broadcast. For example, if this A computer wants to transmit some data to C, computer C, what actually it will do, it will just transmit that data to the port here. Okay, it just broadcast all the it just broadcast this data to all the other devices. It will send it to B, it will send it to C, it will send it to D, due to which the network traffic will be increased here. Instead of sending just C device, it will send it to all the other devices, so the network traffic increase. This is the first disadvantage. The second one is all the other devices also get this data, so network security problem may also arises. There is a possibility of collision of data is also increased. For example, this computer also transmit, this computer is also transmit at the same time. Here there is a possibility of collision. So in today's world, hubs are very rarely used. If you have very small number of computers, 4 to 5 computers, then we can use hubs, because hubs are little bit less expensive than other devices. Next one is called as switches. Okay, one more advantage of this one is it will hub act like a central point. It act like a central point. Means many different computers are or devices are connected to these hubs. Generally, it is used in the star topology. I will explain that one in the next class. Star topology. And switches also work like a central point for various devices. Just like hub, it is also a central point for various devices like computers, printers, and routers. But these switches are little bit more intelligent than hubs. This switch reduces the network traffic and improve the network performance. Okay, how actually it will do? Instead of sending the data to each and every device, it will send the data to only that device which is mentioned. For example, if this node A want to send some data to node C, so what happens here? It send the data, node A send the data in the form of data frame. So data frame contains an additional information called as MAC address. This MAC address is available in each and every machine. Each and every machine has its own unique MAC address. MAC address is also called as physical address of the computer, which is stored in the hardware part of the computer, that is NIC. Okay, whenever it sends the data in the form of data frame, this switch read that MAC address. This switch already maintain a table of this MAC address. Which computer is connected to which computer is connected to which port? It is already here. So whenever we read the MAC address, it knows that this MAC address data is for this computer. So it will just send the data directly over this port. It never broadcast. It just sent the data to this port. So due to which the network traffic is decreased. These devices generally work on layer 2 of the OSI model. Hubs and repeaters works on the layer 1 model, layer 1 of the OSI model, whereas it works on the layer 2 of the OSI model, which is little bit more intelligent than hubs and repeaters.